Hey everybody, it's Huey from Blast It or Stash It. So I recently watched a video from Don the Comic Book Junkie. His video was titled "How Do You Collect?" and he got that from Runs in the Family. Right now, I think he's right around 81 subs. I just posted a link to our Facebook group. Go support him. Go shoot your own video on how you collect. So you wanted to know how we collect. Do we look for runs? Are we a cover buy? Do you look for writer, artist? What do you do in your collection? How do you collect? And so I thought I'd go ahead and run through my collection real quick. Some of you know that I recently moved, so I'm kind of in a smaller space now. So a lot of my toys and Funko stuff are down in our media room, our family room, kind of displayed there. But this is where all my comics are, in my bedroom up here. So let's start off here. I'm mainly a run collector. Now, I'm not saying I don't buy cover buys. I do, that's why I got Harley Quinn. That's why I got Batgirl. That's why I got Supergirl. I don't read those stories. I mainly just buy them for the cover Bs usually. And I'm starting to try to break away from that a little bit more because my pull list gets pretty damn big if I just buy the cover buys. I'm not enjoying the story. I'm just looking at the art. Really, if I want to look at the art, I can just go online, find a picture, print it out, and stick it on the wall. So... and there's a lot of speculation behind those cover Bs too. Some of them hit, some of them don't, and I really don't know why each one of them hit and which ones don't. Like if you look at the Middleton Batgirl covers, is that I think it's 25. It's like a hot book. It's great art. I'm not saying it's not, but that's a hot book. Where the other ones are kind of really just petered out. So this is my collection. The majority of it here is this is all mainly Marvel and DC stuff. Now I do have a couple independent things down in that center shelf. But over here, this is all DC. I got to move my Punisher magnet over to the other side. So I got all my DC stuff labeled. These are just, various titles. Nothing really grouped. I got quite a few Action Comics here. All-Star Squadron, alphabetical, essentially. And then more alphabetical, and then Teen Titans, Super Sons, and I think this is all detective stuff over here. But like I said, I'm mainly a run collector. I like getting the runs complete, and that's where I go. Because like some of the older stories I want to read, sure, I can buy the trade or I can read them digitally. But for me, I gotta have that book. I gotta be able to read that book in my hand, and so that's why I'm a run collector. And all down here, this is all Batman related stuff. The volume 1 here, and then New 52 stuff here. Got the complete run of New 52, all Rebirth stuff. And then miscellaneous Batman books that I've got. So that's all my whole DC file cabinet there. And up on top are some of my key issues that I like to display. When it comes to keys or books in general, especially older books, I don't have the budget to go spend $500 for a book. If it's low grade, that's right in my wheelhouse. If it's, a good low price point on it too, that's right in my wheelhouse. I don't like spending a whole lot of money on books. Luckily, like a lot of my key books, I've gotten super cheap or for free. This one I can thank Chad from Comic Core for. He sent me that. I've talked about it numerous times, and Paul and Mike and Drew, like, dude, shut up. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Those two, the Batman Detective Comics, I got given to me. So if you look at that Batman, it's definitely got some issues on it. But Batman 98, I can't... If it's free, dude, I'm not going to pass it up. Batgirl or Batman Adventures 12, got that for $2. I got the whole run for $70. So those are my keys sitting over here. Teen Titans, of course, about the cover price. Hillbilly, it's not a really high price book, but still, that's one of my favorite books. Now, if we go over to here, what I'm trying to do here is buy those art boxes to put the my runs in. Like, so there's my whole Captain America run 1, 2, and 3. In the Venomverse, I got Venom and Thanos and Cosmic Ghost Rider in there. Then Justice League and Justice League of America. There's one of my indie boxes, The Walking Dead. Harley Quinn has Harley Quinn, I think Zatanna, Catwoman I think is in there as well. And then on the bottom, just some miscellaneous, my Avengers box, my Gru box, and then some McDell and magazine size stuff. So I just recently built that shelf to fit between those two file cabinets to hold those. I may put one more shelf up on it if I get some more short boxes. Now if we go over here, this is my Marvel file cabinet. So up here, some of my keys I have up here: Secret Wars 8, Brave and the Bold 34. That's another one I got for free, which is crazy. Avengers of Bane, Deadpool, Secret Wars, Batman #1, Master of Kung Fu, or Hands of Shang-Chi. That was the one I picked up cheap for 50 cents or $1. So that's pretty cool. Just a few of the books just sitting on top. So in here, again, same thing. I have my alphabetized, so if I dig through yours, some Champions run. I'm really wanting to try to get, like those runs there, like Champions, Invaders. Because Invaders is only like 41 issues long or something like that. There's a reprint, but I have the #1 there too. I need to rebag and board that, man. That's in a crappy poly bag. #2. So I'm trying to get my Invaders run. I'm really getting into Bronze Age stuff. I mean, I love to get Silver Age stuff, but a lot of that's really out of my price range. Like again, it depends on grade and cost. I'll buy Silver Age stuff because I do have some. Like there's Journey into Mystery 100, pretty crappy grade, but I think I only paid like $10 for it, so I'm okay with that. Down here, more alphabetized stuff. And then my Amazing Spider-Man run. I made these that kind of help. I use COZ, but I use these in my box too to kind of keep tabs on what I'm looking for. For like this, I'm looking for 100 to 200 in Amazing Spider-Man. So my oldest book on Amazing Spider-Man's number 43. And there's that AIM, which I have another one, the second book to that AIM Spider-Man right there. Yes. So, Amazing Spider-Man, all Spider-Man titles here. And then on the bottom is my X-Men. Again, with the X-Men 2, I did the same thing. 100 to 200. Those low 100s are kind of pricey books. And then my Punisher collection is kind of thrown in here right now as I'm trying to figure out what else to do with it. What runs do I have complete? Alpha Flight, New 52 Batman, Batman Adventures. I'm trying to think of anything else I have complete. Nothing else I think of. So those are all my main, I said Marvel and DC main titles. If I go in my closet, it's kind of a mess, but I'm still organizing some of this stuff. This is all independent stuff in here. I need to do some organizing there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 8 short boxes over there, and a long box, and then over here another 9 short boxes. So some of the stuff's got to get organized. Again, too, I usually stick with Marvel and DC, but I do buy a lot of books just because I review them for our Blasted or Stash It show. So there's a lot of independent books that I do buy that my LCS goes, what in the hell are you ordering? So it's kind of fun to see their faces when I order the one she loved or whatever that book was a couple weeks back. I do have some trades, not really a whole lot. And I mainly buy these. I buy like the image trades for my wife to read because I kind of want her to get into comics a little bit. My Walking Dead stuff. Or if I can find a trade super cheap, I'll buy it and I'll throw it in there. But that's pretty much it. That's my collection on how I collect. Again, too, I don't have the budget to go spend $500 on one book. I think the most I've ever spent on one book was Captain America 100. And I spent $75 on that book, and it's pretty low grade. I think that's the most I've ever spent on a book. I tend to try to buy on eBay super cheap, or buy a con, a lot of, I need to rebag and board that guy too. So what's nice about one of my LCS, he knows that I'm a low grade silver and bronze age buyer, and so he gets a collection with a lot of low grades. So that's, let me cut that freaking top right off that. Books, especially like Captain America, Marvel, DC stuff, that I'll look at it and buy it. So let's see, double on that. That's my cap run. So when it comes to like looking at my collection, like I said before, the Amazing Spider-Man, the X-Men, Fantastic Four is the same way, looking 100 to 200, but not in any particular order. If I'm missing it, I find it, I'll buy it. The keys usually wait until the end, unless I can find a key super cheap and I have the money at the right time just to buy it, then I'll buy it. But that's it. So make sure you go over and support Runs and Family. Go check him out. He's got some cool stuff. He's got some great boxes, which I wish he would do a video on how he made those boxes. Did he print those pictures out and put them on himself? Because I think that'd be a lot cheaper than going to buy these art boxes, and a lot cooler. Because I think my favorite one of the art boxes is this Justice League of America one, because it has that cover from 190. So that'd be kind of cool to do on my own, because I'm kind of known as kind of a creative guy when it comes to storage stuff. So I think that's it. So again, go support Runs in the Family. Check him out. Always check out Don. He has 23,000 books in his collection. That's what he said, or something like that. Close to 24. Good God, dude. I had just over 6,000, and I couldn't imagine getting much more than that and trying to be able to store and read everything. So, okay. Make sure you come check us out on Sunday nights on Blast It or Stash It, where we review all the books for the week. I'm trying to do a video each week, too, regarding the books coming out this Wednesday. So I recorded a video and went live yesterday talking about the books coming out tomorrow. So go check us out on that. Go check us out on Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun, cool stuff. Whether you blast it, whether you stash it, happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next time.